Isn't it true that those who walk through the ways have the cleanest of legs?
Hello there, strangers.
Hello.
Well met. Have you been brought up in the lake?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, the same fate as it has been given to all of us.
Yeah, I could figure that out at least.
How do you feel? Still shaken, I suppose.
Oh, yes. So much have happened. So much tragedy.
This world we've woken up to, it is similar, yet different from Midgarther. There are many islands to found. Islands that people have claimed for themselves and build a new home. And then there are the vast forest lands. Plenty of deer to hunt, yet dangerous, for the Jötnar and the Draugr dwell there. That I do not claim to have say, but it feels different. Is it
Do
still
not recognize the
Midgarther
meaning
that
of
we
the
are in?
land.
So, who are you, all of you?
Ah,
Nice to meet you, Jordan Vidar.
they are the gods of old. So they say.
I am not a god, but you can call me Sloane.
Oh, hello.
I am human as well, and I am Ragnarök.
It'll feel like a dream for a few days.
Yeah, and I am Runar Handfager.
Well, welcome to this different place, Runar. Good hunt, Vidar.
Goodbye.
Aye, it seems to me as well that the sun will finally greet the day again. You, with the short hair, what did you say was your name? Oh, careful! Ah. Well. Well then, Tryggve and Runar. I have space on my boat. If you want, I can take you with me and bring you to our village.
That will be nice. Very nice of you. I'm looking for a home.
Njörður, if you wish, you're welcome to pay our village a visit once. It is called Hrikjalf, after the throne of Odin. And one of our kinsmen is building a shrine dedicated to you. I see. Then farewell, and may the seas be calm. I shall gladly do so.
Safe travels.
I think I have not catched your name either, lady.
It's Sloan.
Sloan. Well met. Take good care of yourself, until we meet again.
Easy task. Nice to meet you too.
Well then, Tryggve, Runar. If you would follow me, the boat is nearby. Hail Oxer, Njörður.
I don't mind.
A treeling. They are not dangerous, but they are annoying.
Is that so? A strange creature that was, at least.
Yeah. Here's the boat. You can take a seat in the front, Runar. It is not a long skip, but it's better than a raft.
Yeah, looks like a nice little boat.
Aye. It is quite seaworthy. At least for these waters. So, where do you two hail from?
I'm part from the people Geats, let's say.
Ah, from Svifjord.
Yeah,
And where do you hail from, Tryggve? Ah, I see. Tryggve. You didn't have a son called Olaf, did you? Trygve? Ah, no worries. I asked if you had a son called Olaf. Ah, I see. I knew a man called Olaf Tryggvason. Was my goal to slay him at a glorious battle. But a spear has pierced my mail shirt and I fell overboard. And then I woke up here. The same place where have you been?
Is that so?
Ah. There's other women folk in this world. Maybe you have your luck there. But for now, I shall bring you to our village, Hlitskjalf, where you can rest at our hall and get some food. Ah, so you are a smither, a smith.
How wonderful. I am one as well.
Two smiths. Well, there are quite some other smiths in our village as well, but everyone is welcome who can hold a sword. Or, well, an axe and a club in this case. There you can see the hall of our village. Aye, and the fish are still tasty.
Very nice island you got.
Ah. We made ourselves a good home.
Keep things running. I don't care to be.
I say as long as we have the manpower and the proper minds, most can achieve such settlements like this.
Indeed.
Hello.
Hail. I've been on the island where we have woken up. I met 2 gods and 2 people who have just been brought up. And I've been foraging. Lots of apples, leather, boar meats, berries.
Ooh. Wonderful.
The cook is placed.
Lovely.
Well,
These
introduce
here
me,
are
friends, then.
Tryggve and Runar.
Hello, everyone.
Nice to meet you. My name is Crisp. Crisp Arneson.
Tryggve and Runar. Hi. I'm Sigvider.
They call me Albatos, but I'm just here too.
New guests to the hall. Gefender heilir. Gesäring kommen var skal sittjas jag. Jag brauthar saue bröðum skal sinns och freista frama.
Remember not
Skål
all
på det.
speak that tongue.
Aye.
Then I shall tell you the meaning of this words. Hail to the giver, a guest has come. Where shall a stranger sit? Swift shall be he, who with swords shall try the proof of his might to make.
What a fine poem.
Got some food for our guests here in the chest. Just welcome to take anything. Yeah, plenty of meat. So please grab some.
Hello.
Yeah.
I
Hail.
came from a successful hunt. I got 20 deer hides.
Great. Well done.
Wonderful.
More than enough.
I hope. I still need to make myself a boat, and I am thinking about making myself a leather helmet.
We are getting so much supplies, we should probably soon build a storage here. So we don't have to pile up all these chests.
Yes, that would be good.
Yeah. Bring it all up on the town meeting.
Where's Ingi Thora? Is she off to the woods again?
I think so. I met her recently. I think
Yes,
she went off on some
she's
adventure.
building I met her when I woke up because she's building an outpost in the woods.
Oh, hello, so much people.
Yes.
The guests never stop coming.
And they
No.
won't stop coming.
Oh, hi Ragnar.
Hey, yeah.
I swear I see 3 new faces every day.
Whoa, that's a lot of more people here than when I submitted before I went to the city. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, yeah.
Oh dear, my friend. Careful.
What?
Oh, okay, this looks... In my opinion, this looks kinda nice. A full deer hide clothing.
Looking bougie.
I'd recommend not stepping in the fire.
No, it doesn't seem quite fun.
Ah, thank you, Sven.
That was not my intention. Well, I don't know what my intention was.
So, I found that Runar and Tryggve, so they have told me, are both smiths as well.
That is correct.
Oh.
I think now we have more smiths than cooks, eh?
Wait, really?
Finally.
I would be surprised if it was like this. Does any of you have? I'm asking again. What was it again? What was it again? Pork.
Yes.
I do.
I
Good.
have 26 pieces of pork.
That's good because I got 20 deer meat, so I can make 13 pork with your 13 bacon with your pork.
I will just put it in the chest.
Yes. So I can make up to 39 bacon if anyone got some pork.
Your talk of food makes me hungry.
I can make you some.
Where's the brewer when we need him?
Yeah, some meat to wash it down.
Right?
And has anyone else got some pork?
Oh,
think I
do
might have
some
one on
in
me.
the chest upstairs. Hold on.
Well, Runar and
I'll put it in this box here.
where did
Nice.
Tryggve go?
Well, I thank you all for your hospitality. I'm feeling much better. I do not know what I'm going to do now, but I think, well, do tell me all if you do find any more Christians. I'd like to speak with them.
Sure, will
Do
do.
you wish to speak to them, or a good sharpened blade?
Well, I wish to use my tongue. Don't believe that using a blade against your fellows in faith would be a pleasant ordeal.
Ah,
You do that to heathens.
so you're a Christian, eh?
I am.
Hmm.
But I believe we have more important things to do. At least I do. I forgive you, my friend, for your incorrect gods you follow, but there are more important things to focus on.
As
Oh
you
my
wish.
I do. So tell me, if you're not Christian, what gods do you follow? Or God?
Well, as it so happens, although you might call me a fairy tale teller, when I have picked up Runar and Tryggve, we have spoken to the gods Njörður and
Take this.
Vidar.
Oh, those two? Those are nothing but sorcerers, I say.
Well, I would like to see what they do when you tell that to them in their faces.
Oh, they laughed. They laughed.
So did we,
I
eh?
jest. But
That I have to
I-
give to the Christians that I have fought. They are able men. I fought against them under the lead of Olaf Tryggvason at the Battle of Svolder, just before I have woken up here. They give us quite a good fight.
Ingibora,
of course they did.
Yes.
do you have deer meat that is
But,
uncooked?
I.
Wish to
No,
find
I
myself a
cooked
bit
it, I
more.
think.
Ah,
Can I sit here
sad.
next to you, my friend?
Because
Sorry.
I
Sure.
would have made bacon with it.
Do not wish to
I
intrude on your home.
Sure.
Oh no. You have
I'm
you
gonna
are
put
a
it in the
guest,
chest.
therefore you have the guest right, and that we value.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, I can give you some more.
I do wonder if I still believe in my god. This is true.
Thank you.
After 3 long years of pain and suffering, it's hard to do so.
Well, we had a monk in our village. He was called Peter Nicolaus.
Peter,
Yeah, we did lots of pranks on him.
did you now?
Yeah, it was a fun time.
Am I to be pranked as well?
Ingapora, where did you put all the food in the chests?
I am here for a cook.
I do not wish to proselytize
Because
my religion.
I-
Do not worry, my friends.
Sorted
Ah,
the
no
chests.
worries.
I'm no missionary.
Chris?
I've never met a missionary who's fighting.
That is true.
Hi there.
If anything, I would just listen and make sure that they didn't die. It's not much, but it's honest work.
Ooh,
Well,
someone has
if you wish,
burnt their
if
food.
you like to.
Ah,
When we
Right.
are here at
Phone's
night sitting in the hall, I am able to tell quite some tales about the gods. Maybe you like to listen.
I do think I would. Before drowning, and I do not know that this is the afterlife or some new world that was created. I don't care to know, to be honest. But I would like to know what my fellow journeyers believe in.
There are so many different faces now, I can't tell who is whom. What is your name, Christian?
Alvatos.
Alvatos.
Aye.
I am Ragnar.
Ragnar did. You are the one who built this fine hall, aren't you?
That I have, though not on myself, of course. The people of this tribe have been quite crafty with cutting down the trees and splintering the wood to build this hall.
It's very impressive, I do say. You did a fine job.
Thank you. Well, with so many guests and people, you need enough room for everyone.
Indeed, indeed.
The 7 seats up in the fortress isn't much.
No.
Now, I do ask you, when I was sailing out here, there was a large island the first I encountered, with a large palisade fence around. Do you know
Oh
who
yeah, I've
lives
seen
there?
that one as well.
Didn't seem too friendly to me.
I do not know who lives there. There is such another island like that further south, which belongs to a Scottish farmer.
A fellow Scot.
But we are in good terms from them. You're from Scotland as well.
Aye.
I'm from Orkneyar, or what you call Orkney Isles.
Oh, I'm from, just a bit to the west of,
Of course.
I guess you could say the Hebrides, I don't know. I don't care for names too much, to be honest.
Put it in there.
Well, may it be Christian or not, that makes us almost
Hey, a
kinsmen.
question to you.
Close enough.
Where did all the necktails go?
I think that will do.
I
I
have
have 60.
some of them with me.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I was just confused because I was sorting the chests and I had over 60 necktails and everything is away.
Say,
That was you as well.
Aldenari, can you come over here for a moment?
Yes, sure.
I just would like to know that is our Christian guest.
Hey,
Who?
Here.
Right here, my friend.
The person I'm standing to, or the person behind me.
Here, this is me. You
Yes,
recognize my face. We have been together for a few days, sailing
Yes,
the
yes.
seas.
I know you.
You should maybe find some more sleep so your head is doing its work properly.
Yeah, no.
You
No,
said you were
I
right.
just thought that I may tell you how you call our good huntress properly. You're still standing at the wrong person.
We don't look that similar, I don't believe. Both Scottish, but...
Well, the only difference is your beard.
He has his hair open, I don't.
I'm also not wearing a shirt.
So I'm standing at the right person.
No, just focus and repeat after me, will you?
Focus and repeat after me, will you?
Ingi Thora.
Ingifora.
Ingi Thora.
Yeah, because she's called Ingi Thora.
I just
not
call her
Ingi
Ingibora.
Bora.
Yes, please.
How do
Ingi
people
Thora.
cannot pronounce her name
And the
well?
rest
It's
of
so
the
easy.
deer meat?
Just call her
Ingifora.
Ingi
Yes,
then.
all of it.
Or Inge.
Ingifora. And
Even
Close
the
enough.
fish, yeah?
Even the fish.
Yeah, that works. Just
I
don't
cooked
worry
the
about it too much.
bacon,
Just
I took 2 pieces of
just so
bacon
that she
and
doesn't
percent.
take offense, you know.
Of course, of course.
yes, Ingifora. And Ingifora is
Oh, sir, you're on fire.
not the person
Don't
on fire,
worry.
I guess.
The woman that gave you her deer
He's
meat.
used to it. He's a chef.
Oh!
Alright, wait. There we go. Now I'm
Thank you.
protected from the fire.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Good.
Wait, I need to put on this.
Friend, did any meals inspire you from the pumpkin?
No.
That's
Nothing at all.
unfortunate.
Not even the garlic.
Not even the garlic. Oh.
No. Although I'm interested where you found garlic and pumpkin.
Garlic can be found in I found it in the tall trees.
Hmm.
The tall
Wait,
trees areas.
it is
And if-
okay that I use the deer meat to make bacon. Question mark.
Sure.
Make as much as you can. We
No,
love
I
bacon.
don't see why it should be a problem.
Okay, good.
Do not touch the contents of this chest over there. It's
The
not
chest?
ours.
You mean the chest near the griddle?
Yeah,
Griddle? Okay, I'm not gonna touch
it's
it.
not our property. It's just there for cooking.
Enjoy your meal.
Thank you. Good.
That's why we have pork.
Well,
The
you eat
pork
what
is
you get,
full-
Sigvalda.
The pork is full of fat.
And for the pumpkins, I found the pumpkins in these islands that
Who are you behind the crisp?
What?
Can you check so you don't have any excess cooked boar meat in your pockets?
Oh
Some
yeah,
are
I have
keep-
more than you. That I took it. Yeah, I got it. Don't worry. I'll give it to you.
It's not mine. It's I've forgotten your name.
Northelm.
Yeah, it's his boar meat.
Alright.
Ah!
Don't burn
You're on
yourself.
fire again.
Just now when I got my color back.
Should mind your step. No.
So, Runar,
Yes.
you're a smith, you say?
Yes, indeed I am.
As am I.
What else are you able to?
Well,
You know how to fight?
yeah. And one of the signs of Ragnarok, I have to defend the village. And I got experience in fighting that way.
Hmm. Do you also know how to sail a boat?
No, I'm not familiar with boats that way. I just travel in them.
Hmm, I see.
But I can learn
So,
if you like.
I don't know how to say this, but I can't pick. Ah!
What? What is
I
happening?
can't.
It's just too crispy, my dude. Just wait until
Neither
the
can
fat
I.
saturates, and then
I
the meat
can't.
will fall off
Yeah,
much better.
I mean, if he
Yeah.
can't avoid a simple fire, I'd question him avoiding a sword.
What's the problem?
I can't pick up the meat
Oh,
from
no.
the
No worries, no worries.
and
I will just
I think
prepare
gods-
some. I will
yeah,
just prepare some more
and
beds in the
the
long
gods
house
have
for our
decided
guests.
to grab
What?
what I had in my pockets.
Don't worry, I got extra. So how much did you start out with?
Oh, I don't remember. I just flung it all into the chest.
He had 11 deer meat and I think 20 boar meat.
There we go.
And what
In the chest.
happened with it? Or why are you talking about it?
Because every time I put it on the stove, the gods took it away.
So, gentlemen who wanted the meat, here's 20 cooked boar meat in the chest.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
the deer meat will have to wait a little bit.
Okay.
Cooked
worries.
deer meat or just normal deer meat?
Cooked.
Okay. I should have this here. I only have 17 in this chest.
Cooked or?
Thank you, my friends,
Cooked
for
for
letting
me.
me
Cooked
use your
deer meat.
haul, but I believe
Oh,
I should be off.
give him 11 cooked deer meat in the chest.
Yes, definitely. I'm gonna do it. If I may ask, what is the reason that we give him the meat?
I think he gave it to us to cook. And then...
Oh, okay. I can't open the chest.
Just
Oh.
I'm just gonna throw it onto the floor.
Okay.
There it is.
Oh, it's not. Oh.
give it a moment.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
Yes.
I don't know if we have met before, the other chef here. What was your name? My name is Crisp. I also live here.
You're what?
Crisp is my name.
Hello, Chris. I'm Ardenary.
Ordinary, okay. Nice meeting you. You live here too, or?
Yes, my bed is this one with the skull. I mark them with skulls. It's just how I do it.
Very unique.
Yes. My last bed I even marked with some bones as a wall. You could imagine it like. Okay, no, I don't have enough wood because those wood bone walls cost a lot of wood.
Oh,
funnily.
Here we go.
Can you pick it up?
Gentlemen, your meat is here, freshly served on the floor.
Yeah, I can't.
He'll wake up
Put
soon,
it
snapping
into
probably.
the chest. Oh, now I could put it into the chest.
Crisp, can I borrow
No.
you for a second?
Now I can't pick it up.
Just as a bit of a warning that there were who? Dark skin and orange beards.
What was his name?
Milton, I believe.
Hey.
Keep an eye on him.
What?
First of all, he doesn't live here.
Ja.
Ah, Scotsman.
Ja, Ragnar. I was just doing it on the up to meeting.
No, but I think I found bug surrounded by a wall.
That's something else gonna bring up on the town meeting. I talked to
asked you guys favors for a totem of sorts to keep personal storage, but I mean the range of the ones we have now, they grow deep into the soil and in quite the range, and I would hope for something a bit smaller.
True.
Supposed to look pretty with it or so.
Oh well.
Yeah.
They are all here.
Alright. Well, thank you for letting me know.
Aye.
And I
I
head
was
back.
thinking something to carry more wood with me.
I'll be headed back up to my shop.
Okay.
Perhaps a better axe.
I can't unfortunately do anything about that.
Let's go to the armory.
Have you chosen a leader yet?
Have we what?
Chosen a leader?
Chosen
Jarl?
a leader? No, not yet. We'll have a meeting in a few days.
Ooh, hello.
Hello.
This is our up-and-coming shrine of sorts.
Ah, I see.
What would you like in return for boar meat and scraps?
Looking for something to carry more wood with me. Perhaps a backpack or something.
You want a backpack? Can you repeat what you said?
Is
I
that
have a
a-
hard time understanding.
Oh,
you.
yeah, backpack. That's what I thought.
I've heard some people asking lectures about backpacks. I think it's something they.
So, is there anything else you would like to have in return of some scrap leather?
Oh, they got me food already.
So, only
I could
normal
use some
sitting.
supply of wood, really.
Is there nothing that you could need? Maybe.
You are visiting the forest a lot, aren't you?
I could.
A supply of wood for that would be helpful. I'm going to build a new house.
Supply of wood. Well, I'm not sure how well we're doing with that. Could maybe trade you some apples and raspberries.
So, how much wood in return of how much scrap leather?
Good question you ask.
We did a big logging trip, so we do have a little bit of excess wood.
Yes, and
Alright,
we could, in theory, just make a new trip. So, like, we have a few logs standing around here. How much wood do you want in return of leather? Scrap leather?
How much leather would you need?
How much do you have? Kind of.
Good amount. I got about 50 scraps with me now.
Or what would you say? How much wood do you want for one scrap? We could just try.
What about 5 pieces of wood for a piece of scrap ladder?
So 500 in total for.
Yes.
Do you have enough space in your boat to carry that much?
Right
Not
now
really.
it's
Can only carry
250.
about 100, I think.
550 times 5 is
Oh, I can come
250, not 500.
See, I think the wood itself is not a problem.
Oh, yeah, right.
Trees enough, the forest, but transporting the wood, that's gonna need a couple people.
What do you think
Well,
about
we
giving
could,
2 stacks wood?
Why not leaving with only 1 board of wood?
So like
well,
2
how much
stacks.
wood can you carry? I mean, we have enough we have 250 wood that we can sell. From remember last, so we could take all of that. But I mean, you can take several trips, sure.
I'll tell you
Yes.
what.
I mean, it's up to you.
Do we have 250 wood?
Yeah, I can go
pieces?
gather it now.
So how about this? I will use my boat and help you bringing it to your island, since I know where it is, and
Alright.
then we get a slightly better deal next time for that. Sounds good.
You drive a hard bargain.
So,
Aye, alright, let's go with that then.
okay,
Very well.
we're gonna get the wood.
Sure, it sounds good to me. Alright, I got a little something for you. Just to sweeten the deal.
Oh, why, thank you kindly. Can't wait until we find
the
a way
best
to
one is-
mint coins.
That's the sweetener.
Hmm?
Oh, it's something to sweeten the deal, isn't it? Some sweet honey. Fresh from the base.
Do you have honey?
Wait, you don't say it. How does that work here?
Hey, can
You don't
Can
see
you
this honey?
pick up the wood?
No.
You got a box or something?
There should be lying wood.
Yeah, just follow me.
I don't see any
Oh
wood.
no. Is my game lagging? Please no.
What game?
My.
We have this chest here.
There you go.
By the gods. Where have
It's a
you
sweetener, isn't it?
Where have you got that from?
Oh, what? Your parents never told you about the bees and honey?
No, I meant we haven't found any yet, unfortunately.
I got a sale a lot. For an LB hive in the south.
Huh. Well, I'll tell you what, we will gladly also trade honey for what you would like to have. Sorry, I just have to meditate for a moment.
Alright, no problems.
Let's see. Actually, let's put it in the chest here.
How good it is.
56. We need total 250.
Yep.
Good day, sir.
Oh, yeah, reckon I.
No worries, friend. The fog is thick everywhere, apparently.
Playing hide and seek.
Hello. Is that you over?
Yeah, I've tried picking it up. It's stuck to the ground.
That's your turn.
Yeah.
I got you.
That's a DME. Hello?
Hey, yo.
Hello there. Didn't know already, I'm one of your neighbors. I'm Northbound.
Ah, yes, I remember you.
You do? Excellent, excellent. You know where my island is?
No.
No, west of here. Let me show you on the map. Right?
Is it
You
the
got a
one
map?
with the wall?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yes. The wall is just protection against anyone, really. Never know.
Ah.
There's a lot of raiders about, so I've heard.
Yeah, if you have any trouble, just come here and we shall aid
Ah,
you.
yeah, of course. Likewise, likewise. And just a neighborly gift. Here are some mushrooms. These mushrooms are special. Oh wait,
I do
probably
not
shouldn't-
see any, so you might want to put them in a chest. There
Yeah,
seems
I
to be
probably-
a huge headache of sorts.
Right, here you go. 3 of these mushrooms that I found. These mushrooms can be found in these strange, more
And
drier looking
tall
islands.
trees. Thank you.
Oh, no. That's the pink ones. These are purple.
Oh.
Yes. If you ever want to explore these stranger, more drier looking isles, I can point towards them on the map for you.
Gladly.
They are not far at all. Here's one.
So, who was the one who wanted the wood?
And here's
We
another
have been gathering the wood now.
He was just here a moment.
If you found, yeah, I don't know if you were doing the deal, but we put the wood on in a box, just by the port here.
Ah, wonderful. Thank you. Well, Nathan, is there anything that we can do for you?
Have you got anyone who has the ability to make finer clothes that is awake currently?
Finer clothes.
Finer clothing.
I am not sure. You might have to ask around.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to be clear. Oh, someone's shouting. Well, if that's all, then take care, good friend. What is your name again?
Ragnar.
Ragnar. Okay. It was nice meeting you.
Pleasure was mine.
Of course. Take care, friend. And enjoy those mushrooms.
Ah, thank you.
Aye.
Ah, we have been gathering now. I think Ragnar, who you were talking about in the trade, is in the longhouse. Or by the
Alright.
port down there.
Alright, thank you.
Yes.
Ah, there you are. Runar, I thought maybe you could give me a helping hand with the carrying the wood to that island of the farmer.
Alright.
I will just put some here in the boat.
Hi, Ragnar.
Hail.
I was going to tell you that I'm going to explore some islands at the east because we are getting a lot of people and we need to expand to other lands.
That's good thinking. Just try to be back for the meeting.
How much time is going to be?
It would be in. It would be good if you're back in 1 hour in the Midgarther terms.
Oh, okay. I will be back at that time. So see you later.
Yeah,
Why not?
good travels.
Safe travel.
Adrian, we
Is
got your wood.
How much wood
Ah,
did we get
good.
there?
Oh, Siegfried. My brother is awake.
Oh, okay, good. Is he over by the smithy then?
Obar has the perms now on the armory, so
Yeah, we are depositing it in the boat.
there are
now.
more
Ah,
blacksmiths
right.
coming.
Where's your boat?
No, I was asking
It's
if
on
your
the
brother
south
was
side
by
of
the
the
smith.
island.
Alright,
No,
then,
he's a Fletcher.
Yeah, but
we'll
is he
just
over
sail
by the
around.
smith?
Yeah,
Alright,
he's
I could see it is.
at there, I think. He was speaking
Okay.
with Chris.
Okay. I'll go with them then.
See you
You
later.
might want. Are you experiencing a headache?
Indeed. You as
Runar?
well. Yeah.
Yes, me as well.
Oops.
For helvete. Just one moment.
Ragnar,
Yo.
I was told that you needed more weapons.
Not me personally, but we should see that all the tribe members are armed, but that is something that we will discuss at the meeting as well.
Fair enough. I just
There we go.
all of Glenn's, so I'll get it.
Alright, thank you.
I managed to put in another 50.
Ah, yes, well.
And I have 50 on me.
Yeah, I have the other one, that's all. Right. Go up.
Having a buff.
Unintentionally, yeah.
Aye. Good, good.
We have got all your wood.
Oh, alright, I don't need to carry any. Alright, yeah, I'll be selling witches. Oh, do you know what sign says?
Now we rounded half that island.
Alright.
There we are.
Very well.
Not much, but it's an entrance. Careful, lots of these little lizards around.
Ooh. Also some
These are the
proud
biggies.
boars.
Aye, big and strong, aren't they? That's how you get the best leather.
Ah. Well, where shall we deposit the wood?
Oh, just in this here box is fine.
Seems that something is preventing us from that.
Aye, if I can forget. That should be better.
Yo. Wow.
Oh, little biters they are.
Pesky creatures.
Alright, light us in the box.
Wonderful. Wait, there's 20 wood missing. Do you still have some of that, Runar?
Nope.
What do you mean, nope?
I only had 50 on me, I said.
There was 25 woods. Where did the 20 go?
Well, I don't know again.
Well, I have only added 100 in total to this chest, so...
If someone took it from that while we were transporting it, I'm going to bash his fucking head in. Right, then we're just gonna cut a
That's
tree
not
on
bad.
another island.
You two have a meeting to get to, I heard. I'll
Aye.
see the wit coming around. What about you, Ragnar? You're putting your name in for that leadership?
I'm not sure if we decide to have one single leader, but if so, I have experience, so would throw my head in.
Huh. Well, far as I heard, a couple of people with experience on that island.
Hmm.
Oh well.
We shall see.
It's nothing to me, but I'll be visiting around again.
What about
There's
the
always
20
more
woods?
meat, there's always more scraps. Got some honey here, so it should be for good trading in the future, I don't know.
Yeah, we gladly trade the honey, but what about the 20 wood missing? Are you fine with that?
Oh, I'll come visit around again after the use of the meeting.
Yeah, then we should. I don't like a bargain not fulfilled completely.
I can't read or write, but I'll remember it. That's fine.
Alright. Well, thank you for the trade, and Good luck here farming the land.
Oh, of course. I hope soon. Alright, be safe then on your way back.
Aye. Let's come, Runa.
Yes.
Not easy understanding that man.
Is that so?
Some of his words at least.
So what meeting was he talking about?
Well, since our tribe is growing, we need to have a meeting to settle a few things, and put some order there. The more people you have, the less regulated it becomes. So we have to put some order. We have to decide how we shall rule. We have to decide on some rules on the island and how we basically gonna handle things.
Oh, I see.
Just like a thing.
Indeed. Oh, a walking corpse. Three walking corpses.
Alright, here we are. Ah.
Are my eyes deceiving me?
Ow! Shite. Hey there, Thorstein. Oh, there's a fireplace missing.
Oh, ouch.
Have you burned yourself again?
Fucking skeletons. No, there's fucking
Ah,
skeletons.
what? Wow!
Yeah, it's fucking invisible.
You wear what?
Oh, this is a fucking mess.
I'm not naked anymore.
Oh, that's nice.
Many deers in the forestry hunted.
Does someone have a bit of wood to place that fire under the other cooking station? Better put it in a chest.
Yeah, that's how it seems.
Do you happen to have a spare bed for me?
Upstairs, have a look.
Ah, nice.
Oh, there's a skeleton here.
There's some food in the basket here.
Oh, sorry. Got a bit too close.
Well, I traded 250 wood for 50 leather scraps with that farmer south of us.
Oh, wonderful.
Ooh. More bows.
And shields.
And while everyone's here as well, I moved all the stuff that's here in the longhouse to my house. Just so that when we get a bunch of visitors like we did, there's no risk of anyone stealing anything.
We also move a lot of wood to the woodworker down south, you know, where the unfinished building is, unless it's finished.
Hey, Sigvidr,
Aye.
I have something for you. I will put it here in the left chest. This is something that a farmer gave me to sweeten the deal.
I see what you mean.
I told him that we will gladly trade this as well.
Well, if we at some point are able to hoard this in an amount, yes. Perhaps the farmer is willing to trade some of this as well.
Oh yeah, we have told him that we will gladly buy honey from him.
Ooh.
Oh. Now that's
Well, there's
honey,
both
you say?
the, cooking as well, the mead.
When he got honey,
I haven't seen honey in forever. Damn.
have it. Me
you
neither.
make me thirsty.
I know what ideas you get, but we need the farmers around the lands. So we need him as a good neighbor. So no, we are not going to raid him for his bees.
What? Never said that. No.
What?
Just
I'm more
before,
interested
just
just then.
before someone of you gets funny ideas.
Guys, I have an idea. Let's raid him.
I don't think we
Ooh.
should rate him. Many people know our place here. We are friendly to everyone.
I normally
Yeah,
would
that was a
agree
joke.
raiding someone with such precious things, but we need the farmers around
Yeah.
to feed our own. Therefore, we should keep a good relation to him.
Not only that, we don't know what contacts he has outside of us.
That
For all we
too.
know, he is in an alliance.
And me and Runa have seen his boars. They're quite big.
Well, if he can trade 50 scrap for wood, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or tools for food and honey. We have many smiths and fletchers and cooks here.
I think Fletcher's is actually something that we lack of.
You
It
sure?
is. We only have one.
We have several smiths, though. Maybe one or two of them would agree to learn from the Fletcher, their profession. But that is something that we can discuss at a meeting soon.
I do not wish to raise an issue here, but why is he not wearing any pants?
I don't have any
Who?
pants.
He. That is a good point.
I have extra pants on me if you need.
Yeah, I can, you know, take some spare pants. I can always give them to him.
Think that he would kindly accept, right, Runa?
I will accept, yes.
Hey, Leinar.
Ah, I know.
Hey, Aina.
Well, if you wait here,
Hey,
I'll go grab you those pants. I don't know. I don't like having a staring contest with a snake.
Oh, Ragnar, Sigrid, I have come back from exploring and there is only one island that we can properly use to settle.
Whoa!
That's not good news.
I found a place with a lot of sand and
Where's the skeleton?
It's dead.
Remember, close the doors. The dead are coming in.
Since we're all here, why don't you have a seat and I shall tell a tale to pass the night. Ah, our guest is waiting as well for the tale.
What happened, Chris?
Well then, let me tell you about the binding of Fenrir. The god Loki, who is by turns the friend and the enemy of the other gods, had 3 fearfully hideous and strong children with the giantess Angerbotha. The first was the serpent Jörmungandr, and the second was the death goddess Hel. The third was the wolf Fenrir. The gods had terrible forebodings concerning the fate of these 3 beings, and they were absolutely correct. Jörmungandr would now have killed the god Thor during Ragnarök, the downfall of the cosmos, an event which would be largely brought about Hel's refusal to release the radiant god Balder from the underworld. And as you have witnessed during these cataclysmic events, Fenrir would devour Odin, the chief of the gods. In order to keep these monsters at bay, they threw Jörmungandr into the ocean, where he encircled Midgardr, the world of humankind. Hel they relegated to the underworld. Fenrir, however, inspired too much fear in them for them to let him out from under his watchful eyes. So they reared up the pup themselves in their stronghold, Asgardr. Only Tyr, the infatigable upholder of law and honor, dared to approach Fenrir to feed him. Fenrir grew at an alarming rate. However, and soon the gods decided that his stay in Asgardr had to be temporary. Knowing well how much devastation he would cause if he were allowed to roam free, the gods attempted to bind him with various chains. They were able to gain the wolf's consent by telling him that these fetters were tests of his strength, and clapping and cheering when each new chain they presented him, he broke free. At last, the gods sent a messenger down to Svartalfheim, the realm of the dwarves. The dwarves, being the most skilled craftspeople in all the worlds, were able to forge a chain whose strength couldn't be equaled. It was wrought from the sound of a cat's footsteps, the beard of a woman, the roots of mountains, the breath of a fish, and the spittle of a bird. In other words, things which don't exist anymore, and against which is therefore futile to struggle. Gleipnir was the name of this chain. When the gods presented Fenrir with the curiously light and supple Gleipnir, the wolf suspected trickery and refused to be bound with unless one of the gods would lay his or her hand in his jaws and a pledge of good faith. None of the gods agreed, knowing that this would mean the loss of a hand and the breaking of an oath. But at last the brave Tyr, for the good of all life, volunteered to fulfill the wolf's demand. And, sure enough, when Fenrir discovered that he was unable to escape from Gleipnir, he chomped off and swallowed Tyr's hand. The fettered beast was then transported to some suitable, lonely and desolated place. The chain was tied to a boulder, and a sword was placed in the wolf's jaw to hold him up open. As he howled wildly and ceaselessly, a foamy river, called Faun, flowed from his drooling mouth. And there, in that sordid state, he remained, until Ragnarök.
Ooh.
That was a good tale.
That's some brave gods.
Yeah.
Mighty beast.
Yeah, and during Ragnarök, Fenrir broke free from Gleipnir and has fought with Odin and swallowed the All-Father before Vidar would defeat Fenrir with his mighty shoe. A boot, even, that was made from all the shoe scraps of all humans.
That's one mighty shoe.
Aye.
A shoe
how big it
defeating
is.
a dog.
It's not a shoe. It was a boot.
The mighty Vidar. I've encountered him, me and Runar, at the Isles where the lake is that has brought us up with the bubbles.
Oh, tell us everything about him.
He seems very concerned about his mother Frigg, but otherwise he seems to help Njörður with the new people that are being brought up from the surface of that lake. Njörður, however, is easy to recognize, for he is carrying a good harpoon with him.
How does the other god look like?
Njörður is a man with long hair and a long beard, as many of us, but he has some seashells and salt from all the waves in his beard. Easy to recognize. And a harpoon that he is carrying with himself.
And the other one you met?
Vidar is harder to recognize. He wears the same garment as we do. Yes, well, he looks a bit like Ovar, to be honest. With a longer beard, though. But the hair he wears in the same fashion.
Well,
Someone
I
maybe
would
want
love
to give Runa the pair of pants that were promised.
Oh, I did leave them in his chest here. Right here.
Ah.
I also threw my old shirt in there to help you out.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Now I no longer need to lose the staring contest.
Hello. That door's quite loud.
Hey, what is that? Really screeching sound in my ears.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
Sigvalda, I'm afraid that your mouth echoes back our speech.
Must be a curse.
Stop repeating. You're so childish.
I think it's not Sigvalda, it's someone else.
I hear it from this vision.
Maybe this new guest.
I believe it is.
Is it me?
Never seen him before.
Yeah. The one looking for a merchant?
Well, there are two here.
Yeah, two.
You're in luck. They're sitting right here on the short side. One with the spear and the other one with the red beard.
What is it that you're looking for, stranger? And what would you be your name?
And no, we don't sell heads yet.
Freak? Huh. You wear a woman's name, yet you have a beard like we do. But aside from that, what is it that we can help you with, Freak?
Aye, and you have two here.
You're speaking to them.
But what is it you require a merchant for?
Don't be scared, Frick, they don't bite.
Ah, not yet. I don't know about you, Ragnar, but I've forgotten the use of the heads for now.
I'm afraid it's the same case with me.
I have books in my shop, but sadly I haven't had the time to read up on it, seeming as there's so much happening.
If I may suggest to you merchants, maybe you could trade some other type of material than gold. Maybe he would accept.
That we can do. What do you say,
I do
Freak?
have an idea, actually.
Hmm?
That includes, of course, the acceptance of Grisper with the deal we made earlier. Aye.
Well, gold we do not have.
Gold. No.
Hmm?
I have.
You do?
You see, these kinsmen we have alongside us, they're explorers, warriors. They collect and find all things, and they bring them here. I have made a deal with two of them to keep it for safekeeping. I have it on a receipt.
I see.
I was thinking perhaps we could trade some of that coin and then I'll repay them with once the ways of old are learned again.
Sounds wise.
Aye.
What you say, Frigg? You follow me up to the shop and we can talk more there.
I see Baldur. Oh, Iowa.
Hello.
Interesting fellow.
Yeah.
Who?
The guy that wanted to trade.
Ah, yeah. Strange, he wore a woman's name but had a beard like we do.
Well, perhaps his parents desired a child who was a woman.
Something strange.
Do you not
maybe.
hear that? He may find that as an assault. Maybe he has a different culture than us.
Ah, maybe.
I mean, my name is weird also. You don't hear Mordorf every day.
No.
No, it's not very common, that's true.
Just return some pelts to my abode. I'll be back.
Very well.
I will go for a moment to the armory.
I will have a look at the boat. Soon we shall meet again here for the meeting, fellas.
Yep. See you later.
Indeed. I'm gonna work on the storage.
Do you need help to move some things?
Let me see. Is there anything left here? Oh yeah, can all the meat and food in here? Let me grab the most I can here. Oh, just the wood and stone that's left in there. If you grab that.
Oh, a bit too much
Or
wood and stone.
as much as you can then.
Grab almost all of it.
Aren't you harboring your boat into our port?
It was a bit easier to just place a deal. I was heading back and forth with the big island.
Ah, I see.
But I'll eventually place a deal.
We have a meeting soon, so...
Yes. While I've got you here, maybe
Mhm.
I'll show you. I've already shown someone to place the new vessel.
I have to talk to Ingithora to remove that from where it is. Alright. Alright.
Oh, Ragnar,
Yo,
I come again to border you.
no worries.
I have found an island. Here is big with.
It's the one with the mountain, yeah?
Yep, it's empty. No one is living there. So I think if we go to there and put a watchtower, we can have the visual from different type of islands that they are close to there.
I would suggest that if we find more farmers, that we can settle 1 or 2 there and then consider that with the watchtower. Otherwise, it just stays there empty.
And I have found an island that is only sand. Right here.
An island that is only sand.
Yep, with a few strange trees. I see a flying beast around it.
Aha!
It was a tiny one. But I don't want it to get in troubles with that. And here we have the biggest trees that I have seen, but all of them are dark as the night.
Yes, and I have a strange feeling running down my spine when I get close there, so let's avoid it for now.
I'm agree. Because it was so dark. I don't feel good with that place.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, the port is finished? I can bring my boat?
Yeah.
Oh, I will bring it. See you later.
See you in a bit.
Hello.
Hey there.
So, am I... You see me? What?
No.
Ah, hello. What? No, no. Yes, hey, I'm here, behind you. Do you know what we will be talking about in the in the meeting later?
Yes.
Would you maybe tell me some points we will be talking about?
For example, how we handle the leadership, how we gonna handle the buildings, shield patterns, raiders, various kind of things. If you have a topic, just bring it up.
Yes, okay. Oh, no, I will bring it up later. I should maybe not.
If there's one thing I want to make fucking clear during the meeting is the workshop houses and how we'll keep order in this stuff.
Yeah. That is important.
Ragnar, may I speak with you for a moment in private, actually?
Sure.
Hello. Ruth?
What?
What are you up to? Yes,
Well, I was thinking about making a shovel and see if I could make something pretty.
Ooh, nice idea.
But that's because the meeting seems to begin. Or else I went into the forest and get more wood.
May I join you?
Oh, we don't have time for the forest. The meeting is starting soon.
About 1 day? Up to 1 day?
Oh no, it's less than that.
Oh. They're getting some guests.
Looks like it.
Oh, I'm not against Alnari. It's me, Einar.
Oh, hi.
We're having the meeting in the town hall.
Well, I think so at least. The big building over there, right?
On the
Maybe
great
sit
hall.
down already and just talk a bit.
The meeting, I think, is going to be on the great hall. Yeah.
Excuse you.
What?
Never mind.
What did you say?
Never mind.
Would somebody like to help me test a weapon?
And what kind of helping?
In the kind that I will try to block with the weapon. I want to find out how good it is.
Yeah, sure.
You can just hit me with the fist.
Oh.
What are you two up to?
I'm just trying out something.
So I should punch you?
Yeah.
Do you want to get bruises right before the meeting?
Well, seems to work.
Yes, now punch me.
Yes,
Seems he has a better strike than you.
I do have some fisticuffs, so yeah.
Yes, I saw it.
They do quite a punch.
Do you have some health on you?
Some what?
Some what?
Do you have health? A lot of health.
What is...
I do not mean what
I
you
think
mean with
that
that.
he looks like a healthy man.
Yeah.
seems in good shape.
Oh well.
Why don't I burn my hand when doing this? It's like
I'm not sure. It seems kinda
Yeah, don't burn your hand.
close, and also my hair. Oh. Why does this look funny?
They're gonna burn the longhouse down, aren't they?
What did you mean?
Why does this look kind of funny?
Maybe you two wanna have a seat?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
seems
sure.
a bit odd.
Sit down! Thank you.
Maybe put out the torch, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Did anyone want to perhaps make sure that all that are the island has come?
Yeah, we'll walk around and get everyone in a hole.
I'm here.
Welcome, welcome. I believe we're just waiting for a handful more.
Let's wait for some more to, alright, sure, have that seat. Let's wait a bit more for the others to wake up and have the chance to come in.
Fair enough.
Here, I'll cook something while I wait. So, have everyone had a nice productive day?
I hope so.
Oh,
Bless you.
Prosit.
Thank you. Yeah.
Can you give me 5 minutes before you start the meeting? I have to meditate quickly.
Sure.
Yeah.
I have
If
something.
anyone needs anything done, do so now.
I need to go to sleep. I'm too much. I'm too tired. I'm sorry. I can't.
Don't worry.
Have a good rest then.
I'll sit down on this bed.
Perhaps he'll hear what we say in his dreams.
I don't know about you, but maybe we should.
Please tell me what happened when I wake up.
Sure.
Yeah, don't worry.
Thank you.
What was that?
Is anyone else concerned about the skull he keeps in his bed?
Who knows?
It's a bit
It's
strange.
Mama's.
That doesn't make it better.
Well, you never know, you know, you want to keep family close.
It could just be one of those Straugers he killed. For all I know. To keep him proud.
An odd habit, but alright.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't sleep with one, but I'm a
Ew.
judge.
I hope Valkan will be able to join us here as well.
Well, it's been tired the last days, it seems.
Hmm. Also, maybe you want to take off your hats and helmets during the meeting.
Yes.
Might be a bit hot.
Sigvalder.
I think he's meditating for a moment.
Ah, fair enough.
Maybe you got a new haircut.
And not a good one.
It can be. Oh, what? Hello?
Yes, it's me. It's Holf.
Oh, hi,
the door seems magically locked.
Yeah, some type of weird magic.
Thank you.
Come in and have a seat.
Hello, fellas.
It's been cooking awful long. Oh, it turned to cold.
Oh yeah, just pick up any meat. It's for you to grab.
But it's cold.
It's
I think that's
worry, I
right.
give it to you.
Crispy for my taste.
Oh, you don't like crispy?
Not that crispy.
It's too crispy.
I will take the call, okay?
Your name starts to make sense.
Well, at least now I can distinguish the Ulfs. Just call one of them Ulf the Bald. Ah.
Oh, I see.
Well, I might grow back.
It can be.
Or maybe you can find a man that knows how to make special potions for you.
Yeah, or the next boar we kill, we just use some of the hide and make a sort of hat for him that looks like he has hair.
Yeah, something like that.
But does anyone have experience with that, making fake hair?
I do not.
When we need him.
I think my brother can do something like that. He's a Fletcher.
Enough me, then I probably won't be able to tell the difference.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Are you awake again?
Yes, I am. I'm welcome again. Yeah, I had to step back.
Can I have my seat back then?
Oh, sorry. That's your seat.
Thank you.
Didn't know we had
These
seats.
seats are for the merchants.
Oh.
Actually, now that I think of it, hang on.
Oh, those boxes are empty. It's in the storage ship.
If anyone has some coal, can you put it here in a box?
Yep, got you.
If anything, that scorched meat will suffice.
There we go. Bunch of coal.
Thank you.
Sick. Take the helmet out so we can see your new haircut.
Let's see.
Ooh, that feels all dangerously close to the fire.
Yeah.
No worries. I will just write things down that we are speaking about. Thought that would be a good idea. So that we can keep track.
So what is going to be the first point of the meeting?
Hello.
Several.
Sorry about the
Ingithor.
lateness.
Hello.
Okay. Think we're still waiting for anyone, or?
I'm not
Well,
sure.
I think that the majority of people are here now.
Too bad Vulcan is not here.
I would be surprised if this wasn't the majority. We're a shit ton of people. Holy shit.
Maybe they're sleeping.
There's even more than this.
Let me just see if I can have a short thought. Maybe if I think about hard enough, Valken will just walk through the doors within a few moments.
I remember that Valken maybe would be sleeping.
He has been tired the last few days, but who knows?
Well, I have a suggestion what we can do for those that didn't show up. We can maybe make a board and show them what we talked about.
Both me and Ragnar are taking notes of what we are talking about and such.
Okay.
So we will inform everyone.
Oh no. Do none of you hear
Oh
that
no.
outside?
I hear that.
Oh.
Oh.
Get some food.
Well.
2 arms.
Oh no. We need food. All the food is in the storage.
I'll go get some. Get to the storage.
One down.
Where are the creatures? Is everyone okay?
Well, that wasn't too bad.
Yep.
What just
Well,
happened?
that was a good drill, I guess.
It has been a
There
good
was some
drill.
weaknesses in our system.
Wait, was that it? I brought food and everything. Ouch.
Still one out there.
A building got destroyed. That's not good. There used to be a building on the right side, but it's gone now.
What do you mean?
Out in the water, you know. There was a building
Can
right
you
there,
not play around with the torch inside this hole?
but now the building is gone. See, all the wood.
It's a bore in here.
Oh, it's over, Hut.
Oh, I think I heard him tear it down.
Can't see the board. My eyes are
No,
deceiving me.
this one's over, Hut. He moved it, I think.
I have too much smoke in my eyes, I cannot see.
But he's still living here.
I put a little bit of food here in the right chest if anything happens. Good.
Well, shall we all sit down and start the assembly then?
Aye.
So please remove the helmets. So we can
take
see.
off your helmets, away with the weapons.
There we go.
Thorstein.
It's off.
Good then. Alright, Sigfrider, you shall have the word, and I will write things down when it's necessary.
Well, welcome all men to the first official meeting of Hildeskalf. We have some matters we need to discuss, including both order and structure, to give some roles to each and everyone and see this town to have some, well, proper structure in it. As well, we will have to discuss the buildings we are all working on. At last, I believe we shall talk about arms and raiders and defensive plans we might have to construct.
And may I suggest a open forum for any other issues after that?
Aye, that is more than welcome.
So I've awakened.
Welcome back to our rounds. Take off your helmet, please.
And the weapons out.
Very well. Firstly, we shall talk about the order and structure we have some plans for. The original idea we had was to create a council, or if those who would like to vote for, we might even consider having a Jarl, if not both. The idea here is for the council to have a part of individuals who each have their own roles. As an example, we would have one to represent the town, one to be a spokesman of sorts. And second, we would have one for logistics and storage, a quartermasters, let's say. And then we would also need someone to be in charge of weapons and the military structure. Firstly, I would like you all to ask and give your votes on whether or not we should have this council, a Jarl, or both.
How do we do that?
Everybody for the council stand up, I would say. Could be way.
I will give
But
a count on
there's three options here.
I think that it's important to have a Jarl, but have a council that counsels the Jarl. So have both, or just one Jarl.
What is a Jarl again, if I may interrupt you?
A chieftain. A chieftain.
Want to essentially represent the whole town and be the
Leader.
The final word.
But if we had both, there would be too many. Like, we have a Jarl and a council. I don't think it will go very well.
But if I may, if we have a Jarl with a council, the Jarl could be like the final word that represents the town and is kind of like the leader, whilst the council has their specific roles where they take care of a smaller part, and together they kind of decide more, but when they can vote together, but if there's a stalemate, the Jarl decides.
Yeah.
Jarl could be one of the council.
It's like, yeah, a council with extra privileges, kind of.
Yes, but
I will
if
have
we
to say
name-
I agree with Crisp's idea here. The concept of a Jarl and a council, both, are what I consider the best option to have.
I think it is a good idea as well. The best that we could do.
Me too.
Should we vote?
Yeah, I think so.
Stand up for council and Jarl. Jarl and council, stand up.
Punch was unnecessary, I'm sorry.
I guess it's decided then.
Yep.
The town rules, council, and Jarl.
So now we need to talk about who's gonna be the council and Jarl.
Exactly.
I think the best is if the Jarl is voted as well.
Yep.
So how many council members will there be?
Maybe for one for each field, like one for farming, one for smithing, and so on.
Would be a bit too complicated. As Sigfrider has suggested, we would have one who takes care of quartering logistics and the building. Then the Jarl, who would, at least I think, would be most fit, the representative. And someone who sees that everyone is armed properly, trains himself with weapons, and leads the men in battle when necessary.
May I suggest a fourth, which is a more of a human aspect, which takes care of more of the villager. Oh no, that could the Jarl do. So never mind.
But there's one aspect, or I didn't hear it. The diplomatic council member.
I think that would be the Jarl.
That is the Jarl.
Yeah, the Jarl was one
okay.
of the councillors.
Yeah.
That's right.
Though the big question is, who do we believe should be our Jarl? Who do we have confidence in leading us?
Well, if I may suggest, people can either suggest someone or they can volunteer, and then we just put it to a vote for each role.
If I may be so bold, I'd call Ragnar as my Jarl.
I would agree on this. I would support you and Ragnar if he would like to.
I would like to, but I think that Sigfrider is also fit and able for that position, and therefore I would see it fair if the people would take the votes of whomever they seem fit.
Before we decide on it, because we're not everyone here, if we like do a vote and before it takes power, we can still hear the voices of the other people, but that can be like the voting process, or yeah.
But yeah. I'm just thinking that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So we have two potential Jarls then, Ragnar and Sigfrider.
Would we not consider co-jarls as an option?
Yeah.
Something like a Heresier, or
They can be both Jarl.
The way I see it is we would have a Jarl and a council. However, the Jarl would also have a co-Jarl, as you, Ingithora, have said, who is also part of the council, who may be his second.
I think that would be good if that position would be taken by someone who would get a role already, like the quartermaster or the war leader.
Well, should we vote on two Jarls or having one of the the extra council members as the second in line?
I think to make it easy, the one who gets the most votes is the Jarl, and the one who gets the second most votes is the second in charge.
But then it would be not the other two who's military and logistics. Or am I wrong? I mean, I'm fine with having a fourth council member. It would be... could be more of a person who kind of can stay on the island while the Jarl represents the town out on missions or something.
Yeah.
So like a backup Jarl.
Yeah, if you will.
Like a weapon.
A Hazir.
But the backup Jarl, does the person need to be competent then?
I would suggest. Well, hello.
Is that the Christian?
No, that is Sven's.
Oh, my bad. I couldn't see it from here with all the smoke. Sven, come in.
He's naked.
Since we're having a meeting and a show.
Please keep the door closed.
You don't want any dead men here.
You crunching on some nuts over there?
Would you like to tell your eyes on the future, Siegfrieder?
Oh boy. Well, there is a lot indeed. Firstly, the main thing I would focus on is definitely to make sure this town will, let's be self-sufficient and say, have a good economy, as well defensive properties. I couldn't think less than about these raiders that we have all heard so much about. And so defensive plans and making this this town as good as I can be, that will probably be my main thing to focus on, alongside the economy, to establish some trade routes. I have had the honor to speak with most of the newcomers, as well as the villages around, and most of them have agreed to make alliances and trades.
So, sorry if I'm butting in. What, the guy that has his whole island walled in, should we do like what he did so the raiders can't get in?
I wouldn't suggest walling off the whole island.
If
Perhaps
we
a section.
do something like that, we show fear.
I don't think that would be a great idea, mostly because the headaches would be enormous.
I think if we'll just hear them out, what they have to say, and then we can vote on the Jarl, and then their future can be, yeah. I get it.
Then I heard two people, at least for two people there so far, well, a desire for them to be Jarl, but nobody else perhaps that wants to speak up about who they want to have as their Jarl, or themselves as the Jarl. After all, now's your chance.
I don't think anyone more wants.
Doesn't seem like it.
I don't want to be Jarl, but in Vulcan's place, I say that he wants to be Jarl.
So we have another one.
That's one I would suggest that we wait with deciding, but we can still vote, and then we can hear out. But good that you mentioned that.
Shall I, do you have more to say on the matter, Siegfrieder, or shall I talk about my perspective? Alright then. Well, we have found ourselves a good position with this island. It has a much better size than most. We have 2 bays, which are good for ports. We have merchants, naval craftsmen. Therefore, I agree with Siegfrieder that I think we will be doing well with being self-sufficient. Having farmers settling around us on the islands to trade with and offer our protection in return for the goods that they make. And I think that this island has a very good chance to be both a place of good trade with the good position and ports that we have, and a place of able warriors, as we have to fight Draugr, Jötnar and all sorts of creatures, and having in mind that there are raiders in these lands as well. I would try to keep it sure that everyone is armed properly, trained with weapons, has no fear of going on an empty stomach, and has a safe roof over his head, and our kinsmanship. A wolf out in the woods alone is lost, but a strong pack is nothing to be quarreled with. And as for the raiders, if they see a place, a village of mighty people, people that are able with what they are doing, I don't think they dare causing any harm to us. I think the opposite. We could get rid of the raiders ourselves one day when we have enough boats and better weapons.
You think we need to take care of this ourselves?
Well, I have been told where the raiders have their home. And if we could get some information how many there are and what the defenses might be, we could rid ourselves of them before they become a problem to us or to the trade that we try to establish. For when we have a proper trade going on, the raiders could be easily attracted to boats and ships going around with wares.
Hard.
Should we take out these raiders, it's not just an issue that will be gone, but all the loot will also be ours. Think on that.
The matter with the raiders is something that we should keep an eye on, in my opinion, but can be discussed in great length later. But it is something that we should not forget that it is present.
Definitely.
Can I say something?
Sure.
A lot of you know me from the first days, I think. I have been with all of you exploring, hunting, and meeting new people. And as far I know, we have heard from a lot of people about the bandits and the riders, but they are so far to the northwest, I think. Actually, we need to protect ourselves from them, but the best big part from this settlement is to unify with the other little ones or try to gather more information. And as I have seen from all the trades with the people that I have, Sigurd has been the one who speaks more with them. Don't take me wrong, Ragnar. I'm only explaining what I have seen.
Well, we could also just raid the raiders ourselves, giving us more resources and supplies. But that is, as I said, something that can be discussed in a different thing at great length, as it is a matter that I think many people have something to say about.
On that point, I think that is what may be what separates me and you, Ragnar, the most. I intend mostly on making sure our men have arms, as you've said, but as well the defensive structures to be kept. As well, as I mentioned earlier, the people that have come here and the villages that have met, I have made sure that we are in agreement of making alliances and trading. I do not think, even though we have the numbers we do, that we should go out and raid ourselves. However, I have contacts to the west who have information on the raiders and plan to do something about it. If I were to be in the position, I would make it sure that these men are on our side and that we will have as much help we can in ridding these raiders and making these trading routes as safe we can, whilst then benefiting us to make sure we can defend ourselves for any other things to come.
Seems a decent idea to me.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna ask it later.
Shall we take on the vote so we can proceed on with the other topics that we have, Sigvider?
Aye, I think that'd be best.
Sounds good.
So, who is voting for Ragnar? Please stand up.
Maybe it is the easiest that if the people, according to the votes, go to a different part of the hall for a moment.
Okay, yeah.
To have a better overview.
Can I say something? I have 2 votes, mine and my brother Silver vote. He's now sleeping, but he told me what to do, so I decide for both.
Okay.
If not, I believe we can take contact with him later on.
I do believe it would not be decided immediately, after all. We're waiting for everybody to cast their vote.
That would be best.
Right now, for those that are here, everybody could place their own vote.
So we could say...
Basically, what we vote no is not the final word yet, but it's a good overview of how things stand.
Well, if we got a pretty clear outcome in this, then we would have an answer, but we don't know yet.
Yeah, everyone should have the chance to cast his vote, but we can at least now get ourselves an overview, if Sigvider and everyone else agrees.
May I suggest we do the decision of who becomes the Jarl and second Jarl at the next meeting? But here we get to introduce or meet the potential Jarls, and we can then decide, and then we can either cast the vote somehow with someone who collects the votes, and then if they can't come to the next meeting, and then those who are at the meeting can also vote then.
Yeah.
I think that's a very bright idea.
Yeah.
So that we gather the votes outside of the meeting, and at the next meeting it is announced who got the most, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
That seems a good way to handle it for me. What do you think, Sigvider?
Agreed.
Right then, just gonna note that down.
and then also, I think as Torsten said, at the next meeting, Valken can introduce himself and also talk with people before the meeting about being a Jarl.
Aye.
Yeah.
Right. Anything else that someone would say on that matter? Otherwise, I would suggest that we move to the next topic.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misclicked.
You what?
Would that
What?
You what?
would that be
I
having deciding
I wanted to put some food in there.
Right.
Who he wanted to move around?
has the extra clicky crispiness.
Is there anything else on this topic, or shall we move on to the next?
I believe everything is clear.
I think we're good.
May I suggest something for the Jarl, that he choose which ones will be part of his council, not the whole town.
Oh, okay.
Sounds reasonable.
Right, Sigfrider, shall we go on the topic with the buildings?
As most of you might know, we have intention of having common workhouses for each of your professions. Because of the lands we live in being so strange and cursed, we have to limit ourselves to the housing we have. And therefore we requested that people do not own strictly like private homes, but rather a private storage once that time comes. We wish, obviously, for all of you to have a safekeeping and good beds to rest in. However, that would be have to limited to housing such as this longhouse. I would like to know what you people think about having beds and such in this longhouse, and only having workhouses rather than private homes.
If I may start out, I think that's a good idea, as we can sleep here, and then the places we have work in or do things, we can have our personal storage as well. And I actually talked to Sig about storing my valuables with him, so that I don't really need to have a private box, kind of.
Yeah.
I have made a deal with Crisp as well. Another one of our
Torsten.
men here. Thorstein, sorry. To keep the most valuable things at safekeeping. But that is a thing outside of this meeting. When it comes to private storage, however, I have made a prayer to the gods, hoping that we will see a statue like the ones we have already. However, we wish for those to be not as big of a range, seeming as the ones we have are blessed such powerfully that the land they cover are quite big, and seeming as we all live on islands, that is it can be a troubling thing to have once workhouses and such come. I do not believe these statues will be that much, well, easy to use in housing like this. However, we also have discussed the ideas of settling around on the islands closely to this settlement, and perhaps there we will consider having private homes. However, that is a matter to be discussed in the future. As others also may know, we have the island south of here to be used as farmlands. And we wish for at least the farmers to have homes there and keep the crops in that soil.
So, is there anyone who has any alternatives, issues, ideas with this? Or any opinions?
I don't have any issues with this, so I think it's a good idea.
I would like to just ask a question about having designated crafting spaces for each profession. We don't need to have 2 spaces for the same profession, right?
Agreed.
We only
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is the point.
That,
We
that
are
we
making
have
a common workhouse.
that we have workhouses.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
just make
blacksmith, actually, we are all going to work on the armory together.
There is, now that you mention it, just to throw that in, it seems that we have quite a number of blacksmiths, but if I'm correct, we only have a single Fletcher in
Yep.
our tribe.
Correct.
And I think it would be suitable or good for everyone if 1 or 2 smiths could maybe imagine to learn the skills of a Fletcher.
May I suggest also, we should have done this in the beginning, before the meeting, that we introduce ourselves, because not everyone might be familiar with everyone, and also what they are good at. Just take a round.
So, I think we could do this.
Would take a bit of the time now, maybe at the end of the assembly.
Yeah.
Perhaps then also the same professions will discuss the workhouses.
I have something to say if it's alright.
Right.
I talked to many of you about this, but as part of first later on, but we talked about maybe a bridge to the pine forest. So when we need to get more wood or other stuff from there, it will be easier by travel than the boat.
Well, if I was to give my opinion on it, it is quite a distance for a bridge, but
Yeah.
I guess we will have to take a closer look and see what we can do.
I think that keeping boats is the better option. If we begin to build bigger ones, then the bridge might be in the way. But about just to quickly go back on the matter with our professions, if there are 2 smiths volunteering to learn the skills of a Fletcher for the benefit of the tribe, I suggest that they might think about it and announce it themselves, or even stand up now if they are already sure that they would take on that task.
Say again?
I said that if there are any of the many smiths willing to learn the profession of a Fletcher, they may consider it and announce it to us in a few days, or if they're so sure about it, even may stand up now and show us that we might do something against the lack of Fletchers that we have. Otherwise, just to resemble, as you have gathered, we should live in the hall or in the long houses for living and share the same crafting houses, a forge and such alike, so that we keep the limited space that we have well tamed.
I just want to intervene quickly. At the forts, yes, it's decided that it's our fort, but Vulcan also, that's also his home.
I think Eula too.
Yeah, Eula too. It's their home, so it wouldn't be as public as living here in the longhouse. So, in my opinion, we should have the longhouse as our communal area, so to speak. While the fort will be a defensive, even though it's their house or whatever, it should be more defensive than for communal sleeping.
So are you suggesting we sleep in the castle, or do we sleep here? Just so I
No, he means to sleep here.
Yeah, we have the most space here.
Okay.
I believe the means are for the castle to be the vantage point in case of a raid and such. However, the longhouse will be used for sleeping and resting and such. Whilst Ragnar, I believe, perhaps will keep a private quarter somewhere in here.
Private corner for myself, you mean, or?
I'd imagine.
I haven't thought about it yet. I have no problem living the same way as the others do here.
Perhaps private quarters sort of thing for the future, when we have more solidarity.
I do not desire a quarter for now, so that is what I can say about that.
I like that. I give you respect for that. I give you respect because you don't look down on us. Sorry for my explanation of things, but I have a hard time with words sometimes.
No worries.
Especially in front of a lot of people.
Alright.
We indeed are a big group at the moment, and I can fully understand you.
Shall we, is there anything else someone would like to add to the topic, or shall we move to the next one?
I would say next topic, and maybe talking about, if you didn't already, building a port.
Hang on, I think that Sven wanted to say something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sven, is something on your mind that you would like to tell us?
Aye, there is. I appreciate you acknowledging me. As I come from a long line of builders, and the suggestion of a community house here, perhaps we might think of a community storehouse as well.
Already done. Or well, I took the initiative kind of before we decided on it, just to keep it safe. We had a lot of visitors, so I just didn't want to get stolen.
Otherwise, maybe you two can work something out if something in that can be improved.
Yeah, of course.
Wait a moment, I have heard something. Sorry, I heard a voice and I was like, what?
Can you close the door?
Oh, sorry.
It is close. It is close.
We do not want a dead man here.
Right, next topic then. If I remember correctly, that was about arms.
Alright then, what is your question?
Well, it's not really a question. Friends, can... hang on.
Oh, finally, thank you.
Ah, it seems that the door is stuck.
The magic.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Right. Considering that we have to fight a many number of creatures on the neighboring islands and in the tall trees as well, and maybe even raiders, I say that we should see that everyone is properly armed, at least with a spear and a shield, as that is a good basic equipment for everyone. And if the resources are there, maybe also with a bow and arrows. Since we have an armory and some able craftsmen, I'm sure that they would be able to see on that matter.
We have some spears, and if someone needs more weapons, we can do it. But actually with flint.
I've been foraging and trading some leather scraps as well for bows and shields, so I think that we should be able to keep everyone well armed. On that matter, maybe it would be good if we also think about a common shield pattern. Think that has at least been brought up once.
Colors, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm agree.
Do we have any colors on shields that we can look at?
Let's see.
Since we're to red and white.
We can do blue and white and red and black.
I like the red and white.
If we are
As long as
to
it's
choose a
red.
banner as well, perhaps they should match as well as possible.
Are we able to make banners?
Not at the moment, I believe, but
Not yet, but
I think what choices of shield paints we have? White and red, and
White and red and black, blue and white, green and yellow. As well, blue and black, actually, now that I think about it.
Oh, were these new arrivals?
Whoa, whoa!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey, what are you doing?
What the fuck?
What's going on?
Precis på, ja, ska jag ni visste så jag kommer.
Whoa, who, what? Wait.
Where, who, what, why?
Oh, someone came out stabbing.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Just drop your bow, calm down.
Everyone calm down.
I'm surprised how fast we all got our weapons.
That's over. He destroyed it himself.
Yes, I did.
I got a bit too scared, huh?
What was that?
I mean, all
Only
the
two
talk
people.
about the meeting, people got a bit scared.
Well, that was the opposite of the trouble.
Okay, can anyone see the skeleton beating someone?
I can't see as Draugr,
see.
no.
No.
I don't see any dead men here.
Nee.
Right, shall we go back to the meeting all then?
Yes.
Wait,
What were we gonna do
did
about
we
the
have any
woods?
visitors that came?
We have two.
Visitors are, I think, welcome to warn themselves here and listen,
Yeah,
but we hit there.
I have to apologize. I thought I saw a skeleton.
I'd rather have the visitors outside for a moment.
Either is fine by me.
To clear things.
Well, this might take a while.
Inside's a lot warmer.
Right,
Oh,
everyone
be
of
more
the tribe
comfortable.
get back inside.
Right, we'll set up shop then. Upstairs. There's a fire going.
I do that.
Come on, everyone inside.
The magic again.
Good reactions, but let's not stab our guests next time.
No, I thought I saw a skeleton.
It's alright. Sometimes people take it personal when somebody opens the door.
Ooh. Yeah, maybe we should speed up this meeting so we can get some sleep and not see skeletons in our visions.
Indeed.
I do have a question in regards to the armory of weapons and such. Where do you want us to store it to make it ready for people to take when they need it?
Maybe at the blacksmithing location?
Yeah,
The workplace?
on the same building.
I was perhaps thinking the weapons could be placed inside of the fort.
Oh yeah, that is a good point.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, myself and the other smiths are working hard, but if you have a specific suggestion for the weapon, you can always let us know. For now, we're making spears, shields.
I think we could take the chance to vote on what colors we use.
Very well.
So I think red and black, as red and black looks very cool together, and red and black instills kind of respect and, you know, power somehow. Or red and white, where you have red, which is also kind of a symbol of power in some way, but white with a more timid and neutral color, which is more of a peaceful in a way.
I believe the red and white would suit us well. For the red, the drones in our blood, and the whiteness for the clouds up in the sky that have not fallen on top of our heads yet.
Sigfried, I have mentioned that we may vote on shield colors. What do you say about it?
My opinion, seeing as most people already have one color, is to stick with that, but
stick with what?
Everyone has preference. I'd say we'd stick with what we have, the red and white.
Should we vote on it? Red and white.
Does anyone disagree?
If someone is disagree, stand up.
No one seems to disagree.
So it's settled then.
So red and white it is.
I might ask, will we focus on round shields or tower shields, or maybe even skeleton shields, but they are not customizable?
In my opinion, a round shield is best fit for a Norseman.
I agree.
Hey.
Well, I did mention, if you have a specific request, you could always bring it to the blacksmiths.
You can come to the armory and tell us, and we will do it.
Wonderful. Well, guess it's red and white.
Of course, if both of our potential future yards agree, of course.
I agree. I'm gonna write that down.
Yes. What would be our next topic of discussion?
Sigfrider. Alright, I guess not then.
He's not here right now.
Let's see, there was the order, Jarls matter, arms.
May I start a topic, or do we have one?
Speak up.
I would like to know if we will build a port because of the shipping, because of the ships. It's kind of hard to track which ship is which ones.
We have a port right here besides the hall.
Yeah, but like a bigger port.
Well,
Do
we
we
can
need a
make a
bigger
port
port?
in the southern bay as well.
Yes, because, for example, my boat at some point got destroyed or stolen. And I don't know what happened. It happened. I don't care. But just so something like this wouldn't happen in the future again, I was thinking about a port.
I genuinely would advise everyone, if he has a small boat, to have it here in the port besides the long haul. There are always people around having an eye on it, so that
Careful, you
should be
swing
the
that.
safest.
May I suggest you put that away while you sit here with us? My naked fellow.
Everyone else having a thought about the port matter?
When it comes to, well, it's not. I agree with the port. But we have had a lot of thefts of boats or rebranding of boats. I think we've lost 4 boats. These 4 past days.
More than
And
that.
I'm quite annoyed with this. Either someone here is rebranding the boats, or someone is stealing the boats.
Well, in this matter, I would again suggest everyone who has a boat keep it here at the port where people are around, and not leave it somewhere at the shore of the island.
Yeah.
If I may speak.
Sure.
The reason I've kept my own boat at the shore and not in the bay is because I believe we're suffering a bit from a infestation of those lizards. I see them attacking the ship several times, and it could be that they are responsible for the destruction of our ships.
I think if we put enough torches around, or a working bench here and there, they might be afraid, and it may keep them at bay.
I certainly hope so. That's all I wish to say.
Siegfried, did we had another topic?
I believe those 3 were the most important, unless we have anything else from the people.
Ingithora.
Yes, Ragnar?
We two have talked about potentially building a Nefertafel board in the hall.
Ah, yes.
Maybe you would like to bring something up on the matter?
Oh, yes. We need a lot of leather scraps and also a lot of resin if we're going to be able to make it. So I suggest we all do not toss our resin, and we perhaps have a group effort to gather the scraps.
How much?
May I ask what a Nefertava board is?
It's a game.
Nefertafel is a game.
It's a little bit like a real battle, but more just about the strategy.
Okay.
And it's good for entertainment.
We could maybe send out a little troop of 2 people or 2 boats that is searching for boars and getting the leather scraps. The resin is pretty easy found.
We have we could trade with.
That too. We have plenty of leather scraps currently. Maybe once everyone got a shield made by our good craftsmen, we can have an overview of how much is left, and we could use it.
Well, I'd be happy to help, but how much would be needed?
I could make the calculations if I know what it takes to make a shield.
Let me a moment.
It should be around 4 scraps.
Yeah, 4 leather
4
scraps.
6 worth at least.
Well, I have 50 scraps with me, and I think we have another load of them somewhere in the longhouse.
It won't be enough for the whole board, but it will be something.
Have you calculated how much you would require?
I'm working
How
on
many
it.
people do you still need them?
How much resin for one
For one what?
shield?
Well, shields need resin.
Okay.
Yeah, so we need equal parts of resin and leather scraps for how many people, if I may ask?
That is not a question right now. Let's focus on one thing.
Yeah.
Well, after the meeting, I'll be certain to get more scraps, I suppose.
What just happened to...
was that?
What was what?
Did this...
What?
Did this thing just fall down? This got destroyed? What?
I can repair it. Hold on.
The roof
Well,
got
that is
destroyed.
odd.
Well, I've been telling you that we're having skeletons. Or
I'm not seeing any.
I am.
Yeah, me neither.
Then
But
get rid of
something's
them.
hitting this pole.
You've seen ghosts.
If you see them, kill them.
But yeah, I think a game board would
That's
actually help
odd.
us. For the simple reason that, yes, we are working hard,
Okay.
but in the end...
Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
Oh.
Be careful with the
My
spear.
apologies.
Watch
in this order.
yourself.
What the... Is it that?
Is that?
If my calculations are correct, we're gonna need at least 116 scraps.
I think after the meeting I can check in our general storage how much we have as well. I think we have
I was just
almost
gonna
2
write
stacks.
it down. 116 scraps. How much?
Remember to purchase
resin?
arms.
I can also take from the armory now, see how many scraps I can conjure forth.
How much resin would we require?
If it takes the same amount of resin, it's the same.
I think we should have the resin.
Yeah, I think resin we have plenty of.
I think I saw 2.5.
I think we have enough
stacks.
leather scraps too.
Yeah, I have
That's the
50 with
same.
me alone, so. But we
Yeah,
can
yeah, but
we can
you could make
count
it.
that together later. We also
Yes.
need leather for the shields for everyone.
Yeah. And on the armory we don't have so much leather scraps now.
Right. Anything else?
Ooh.
I can talk with
If
you
you
after
want
this
some
one.
clothing, I could make you some. Do you want pants and a shirt? Clearly. Okay, I'm gonna make you some. Be right back.
A cook knows how to make clothes. Interesting.
Strange.
So, would there be anything else, as Ragnar mentioned, for us to talk about?
Not from our side, I think.
Here, come with me. I'm gonna put it in these chests.
Sorry, Sigvard, what was that?
The leather.
I said I
the
have
leather
said what I
things.
need to say.
Alright.
Here, this chest.
Then may I suggest we recount what we have decided on? What you put on your notes, for example?
Yes.
Can I say something? Sorry.
No problem.
For
on.
interrupt you, Ragnar. We need to check if someone has built a house on the island, because we had decided to live here on the long haul. So if someone now have a house, what can happen to that house? To remove it and come here to live with the others?
Well, we could decide on having the communal buildings, the workhouses and such, and turn whatever personal house into a workhouse. I think that might work. Even suggested Torsten or... But Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Does sound like the best option.
Yeah, if they could.
Right.
Sorry.
Hmm?
It's actually 150 leather scraps. I miscalculated. I'm sorry.
150.
Yep. It's a lot.
That's a lot of wood.
I have 4 to offer up.
Does anyone
Everything
know?
we-
Do we also need 4 resin for a shield?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, but the resin won't be a problem. Just go
All
out
right.
one night.
I believe I have around 70 scraps worth of pigskin.
I have 50 on me right now. So just to say it once again, I've written down gathering votes for Yard position from all members, announcement on next assembly. Red and white is our colors for the shields. And I've written down the 50 leather scraps and resin just to keep track on how much we need for the game. Right. I think that's it, if no one else has anything to add.
One question. Where
Yeah.
would you want the scraps to be dropped off for the game?
I think we're gonna put a chest here somewhere and then Ningithora looks on it.
Alright. Then I don't know.
Anyone
I'll
else?
Start using any of the scraps until we know everyone has the shields and weapons they need.
Hmm. Right. Then I would suggest let us now after this meeting gather all the scraps that everyone has and count together what we have in total.
May I suggest a board, and we make a board with the goals that village has, so we can
like
keep
a-
it updated.
A notice board.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah,
We
that
could
we
al-
can do.
We could also make a temporary board, and instead of using shields as pieces, we could use other things, which might not be as nice, but it would work.
May I suggest having this notice board at the storage house outside? Because we will all have access to it.
Yeah. Right. Good assembly.
Yes.
Wonderful. Ooh, finally over. Ah.
Stupid. Ragnar, can I speak to you both in private?
Yeah, I think.
Alright. Oh,
I'm
everyone
getting
come and
juice.
grab access at the storage
hi.
house.
Hey.
Crisp.
Is
Come
it
with
just me?
me.
Is the door closed?
Yep.
Who's
No.
Crisp again?
So,
I'm
Me.
looking.
Wait, let me put on my hat. You'll know me with my hat. There we go.
Ah, here, Crisp. So as a fellow cook, I would like to know if you have any tips for me to cook.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Alright, everyone down here? I think, yeah, it's already turned off. Just take a key. Oh no. Yeah. It's being weird.
So I'm supposed to get in there, do I?
I don't know. Wait, hold on. Can you open it? I think the headaches are being really weird.
I think I'm just too stupid to open the door. Oh no, now it's open. Thank you.
Okay, so you see here, one sign is for 2 boxes. So the sign that is above is for the boxes below. So you have, we'll probably redo the little bit, but this is kind of the gist of the idea.
How did we lost so much meat?
Well, people leave a lot in this village.
I'll go get some more. I know where it's more.
They should be in the wagon over there.
Yes, but we had so much meat in the last chest, like it was full, and now only uncooked things
Well,
and an egg.
remember the weird calling that happened at the meeting?
What?
The
When
things
the creatures came.
everyone had to eat something, so that's where the meat went.
Oh,
Oh,
okay, yeah, that's
probably a lot of people have it on them.
I have some on me right now, but I think I will use it when I need to go to the forest next day.
I got a bunch of meat on me as well that I need to put inside the box. So.
Yes, I'm gonna make some bait.
So,
You've got no coins?
no,
Have you found any?
no. We are exchanging wares for other wares.
Interesting. I mean, I have a few coins that I found.
Otherwise, maybe you want to talk to Siegfrieder. I think he has some coins and he has a merchant as well.
Okay, okay.